So going over this video, decided to do a little bit of a voiceover on this video because I have a ton of slow motion clips in this video, and rather than putting crummy music behind all of it, I thought, why not do a bit of a voiceover and kind of talk through this video and kind of try to think of something to talk about. Now, as you can see from the title, the question of this video is the XMaxx the best RC when it comes to suspension? When it comes to soaking up the toughest terrain, is the XMaxx the best RC out there? And to give you the short answer, in my opinion, yes, I think it is, personally. You know, they've made rivals to the XMaxx, like brands like Arma. They have the ATEMPT Creighton. I've never owned an ATEMPT Creighton, but just watching videos of other YouTubers comparing the two, you can see that it doesn't have the suspension travel. It doesn't have the plushness of the suspension that the XMaxx has. Also, it's sitting on a metal chassis, which I think for bashing, I used to think that metal was better, but now as the years have gone by, I've realized you're going to bend stuff with metal. The heavier the vehicle is, you know, the harder the impact, the more likely stuff is to break no matter what material you use. You can bend aluminum, you can bend steel, you can bend basically anything. So going with something that's more flexible, like a plastic reinforced nylon, I think is the way to go for a lot of bashers, which I think Traxxas hit it right on the nail, right on the head of the nail with that one. So that was probably a good call there. But yeah, so going over this video, decided to do a little bit of a voiceover on this video because I have a ton of slow motion clips in this video, and rather than putting crummy music behind all of it, I thought, why not do a bit of a voiceover and kind of talk through this video and kind of try to think of something to talk about. But yeah, so as you watch the XMaxx in these slow motion shots, you're going to see the way that the suspension soaks this up. So here, well, that's not a slow motion shot, but there's it taken off. As you can see, up in the air, got the wheelie bar. Now, continuing with the slow motion, there it is going over rough terrain once again. I don't think any other RC out there is going to soak up the terrain like this thing does. I mean, its size, here we go over this big mound, right over. Look at that suspension do its thing, back up on the rear wheels. Pretty freaking awesome. Keep on going, doing a little spin out, a little bit of drifty drift. Here we go again, coming in, and well, nothing eventful happened there. But yeah, oh, ran into a little bit of a mound right there. Here I am, caught up a little bit down on this side hill right here, trying to climb up it. Look at the debris flying everywhere. And I tumbled it again. Bummer. And here we go again. This is not a slow motion clip, I don't think. I'm doing voiceover, but this doesn't appear to be a slow motion clip. So this is real time. You can see it doing its thing. Oh, and I tipped it. Bummer. Oh, here it is, really up in the air. Slow motion shot, it getting some air. Suspension really doing its thing. Am I gonna crash? No, I was able to keep it on all four. Pretty freaking awesome. Here we go again from a dead stop. Power wheelie in the air. Whoa! a bit of a kicker. Oh, ran into a root in the ground and got spun. Pretty freaking cool. Didn't tip the XMaxx. XMaxx brushes it off like no problem. Here we go again. Another little bit of a wheelie, conquering the terrain. Oh, I hit the brakes too hard, and shit, I tumbled it. And oh no. Ooh, I just landed in the water. Tough break. Good thing the electronics are supposedly waterproof. We will see. Here we go again, another slow motion shot. Up in the air, just bounding over that terrain, just eating up that terrain like it's nothing. You know, there's rocks, there's a lot of big chunks of dirt and debris, and you can just see that suspension. Oh, and I flipped it again. Now, a lot of these flips are on my part. Bad driving, bad choices, but you can see the XMaxx really devouring that type of terrain, and it's pretty freaking awesome to watch. Now, right here, guys, you're going to see me trying to tip it back over, and boom! I blew my front tire right out. You can see from the water spraying out of the tire, I blew one of the front tires out. But I'm going to keep on going anyway. Here I go again. Starting from another stop and just soaking it up. Oh, here we go again. This is not slow motion, but there you go in real time. And pretty freaking awesome. Here we go, another slow motion shot. I'm going to hit this little embankment, go up in the air, and I don't know why I cut it before it actually landed. It must have crashed. Sorry, guys. Tough break. All right, here we go again. This looks to be a full speed. Oh, and I tipped it end over end. And coming up the embankment. Ooh, did a really cool monster truck looking thing there. Up on the back wheels. Kept on going. Now I'm up in the grass. Am I going to get stuck? No, I'm just going to conquer it. Well, oh, nothing big happened there. I thought something big was going to happen there. My bad. Okay, keep on going. And, all right, am I caught up on something? No, I'm good. Keep on moving, just devouring this type of terrain. That's why I love going over rough terrain with something that has suspension as plush as the XMaxx. It's a real treat. I think it's pretty freaking awesome. Nothing better than an RC that can soak up the terrain. As you can see, it's just eating it up, going over this, going over that. I almost run into myself right there. Oh shit! Thank goodness I'm all right. All right, back at it again, and I tipped it, tumbled it, but I landed on all fours, so we're all good. Now I full throttle it into reverse, do a little spinny, and what am I doing now? Oh, another little spinny thing, a little kicker, I don't know what you want to call that, another slow motion shot. Whoa, hit that big bump, keep on coming, full throttle, maybe not full, maybe 3/4 throttle, and it's just devouring all that terrain. Hit the brakes. Am I going to stay on all four? Yes, I am. Here I am jumping off of that little bit of a dirt embankment into the tall grass, just going through it, getting a little bit of air. Oh, am I going to lose control? No, I'm going to land it and do a wicked little whip right there. Little kick whip. I don't know what you want to call it. BMX looking shit. All right, here we go again. And, ooh, do I hit the brakes too hard? No, I totally saved it. Awesome. And this is not slow motion either, but that's it in real time. Caught up a little bit. Am I going to get through it? Yeah, no problem. All right, looks like I almost ran into myself once again. Now I'm coming at full speed and just cruise right by myself. Got to slow down. Don't want to end up in the water again. Here we go, another takeoff. Whoa, I flipped it. Am I going to land? No. Now I'm coming for a little bit of a speed pass on the grass. As you can see, nothing really eventful happened there, but I sped through. Now I'm going to be coming back. Here we go, and into the tall grass, and nothing else really to say there. Now here I'm doing a little bit of B-roll, some slow motion shots, trying to do some little bit of cinematic shit. As you can see, just trying to do a little bit of cinematic stuff. I threw some music behind this bit, I think. So enjoy, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and also make sure to hit that bell button so that you get notified of new videos on my channel. Also, feel free to share this video if you enjoyed it and you think some of your friends might enjoy it. You know, I wouldn't put the XMaxx, I put it in its own category because it's not like a stunt truck. So when I say stunt truck, I mean like something like the E-Revo. The E-Revo, that's meant for doing spins in the air, flips, back flips, front flips. Not that you can't do that stuff with the XMaxx. I've never been good at jumping or flipping RCs anyway. I crash all the time. But it's not built for that really. I mean, it's still capable of doing that, but it's not going to compete with an E-Revo. If you're trying to do a double backflip, that's going to be way more difficult with an XMaxx than it is with an E-Revo. It's just a much bigger machine, and it's more prone to breaking when you flip it and you land super hard. But nonetheless, it's its own breed. Really, nobody else has matched it in all the years since it came out. It's convenient to work on because of the modular design, so even if you break something, I've broken, like I said earlier in the video, I've cracked bulkheads, which is a bit of a pain to fix. Not the biggest deal in the world, I suppose. I've broken the upper and lower suspension arms. I can't remember what side, but usually it's right around where the pin is, which is the weakest point on those suspension arms. It's the thinnest point. I'm trying to think what else. I think I broke a rear hub, a rear plastic hub carrier. Oh, also in this video, I forgot to mention, this XMaxx also is running a 2085X servo. In the last video I filmed, I had the 2085 that came stock in one of my other XMaxxes, but that burned up, so I had to upgrade. If Traxxas were to make another XMaxx, or to try to do a refresher of the XMaxx, or try to outdo themselves by making a predecessor to the XMaxx, something that I'd like to see personally would be something with a censored brushless system. I don't know if Traxxas will ever come out with that, because a censored brushless system is going to cost more, and with the ready-to-run cars, you know, they might not make as much money, so it might not be a good business decision for them. Also, guys, let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this commentary. I'm saying a lot of stuff. I'm going all over the place. I'm not really saying stuff that pertains necessarily to this video, but it all kind of pertains to the XMaxx. Getting back to the main question that was within the title, you kind of have to answer that for yourself. I mean, just look at the video, watch those slow motion shots during the video, and the proof's in that. I mean, you can see the suspension at work in my slow motion shots. You can kind of see everything working, and you can judge for yourself whether you think that that's the most capable RC out there or not. Thanks again, guys. See you later. Be awesome.